It is the first model of the Orimeta Grand Prix Volume 2 that made her debut first of the trio. It is CTF00 Bouquet Bride with a kit of Destroy, Counter Guard, Mirror Guard, Sea Legs, and the Climber leg ability, which grants S rank to mountain terrain in addition to the leg standard matches. So as beautiful as she is, she's definitely packing a lot more danger underneath that beautiful kimono of hers than meets the eye, especially despite her diminutive size. Destroy, of course, is a conventional nuking and gambling skill, so you generally can't go wrong with it, and it speaks for itself. But basically, how to explain it, what it does is that if it catches a foe in heat phase, cooldown phase, and correctly targets the part they use or have used, or if it intercepts a shield, the part is instantly broken regardless of the amount of HP on it. This alone makes it very solid for, say, EX trials that make use of, say, 1.5 or ×2 armor, where it's not very easy to make use of a shield on the enemy side without banging your head against the wall. Counter Guard is a defense-based skill that will put Bouquet Bride on the center line and plant her still, and she will intercept any and all incoming melee attacks and reflect the damage back to sender at basically up to 1/2 damage of what they would have originally dealt upon the initial strike if she had not intercepted it. Mirror Guard essentially is the same case, but instead of reflecting melee skills, she reflects shooting skills. So having both of these in her kit means it's going to be very difficult to accurately tell which one she's going to use until pretty much the moment she does use them, and you realize the hard way, oh no, I'm about to get countered and I'm going to be eating a lot of pain for this one. And this especially spells a lot of danger for folks that like to use very high-end nuking skills, such as, say, Ghost, Ghost Shot, Hyper Beam, Beam Sword. Enemies like that, or attacks like that, are definitely going to be facing the punishment for that one. The only major drawback, essentially, to Bouquet Bride in this case is that even when fully charged and fully capped out, she only has 2 charges per arm. Meaning, if you do choose to use either of them in say, an EX trial or a competitive meta or PvP, you will only be able to guard the first 2 or the latter 2 incoming attacks, but one of them is still going to get through all the same, which does ultimately hurt kind of her overall viability on the field. But she does make up for this pretty easily as being a very agile kind of shielder, in contrast to most others. Given that she has a sea leg means that she will have very naturally high evade, but also given the fact that she has Climber, which gives her an extra S rank terrain match, means that she can make use of herself pretty solidly and pretty feasibly by herself, or anyone that is perhaps using her legs. That being said, for the reasons stated above, I do have to rate her as a pure set about a 6.5 out of 10. She is very dangerous on the field if you do choose to use her for what she is definitely very, very good at. But in the cases where she's not, she will kind of struggle just a little bit. But that's honestly where Destroy does come in as, say, her fallback skill to use, if anything, especially as a shield buster for anyone on competitive meta or PvP teams, all the same. As mixed parts, on the other hand, I do have to rate her a little higher at a 7 out of 10, because even though all of her skills are fantastic, it's mostly as a pure set that she kind of struggles just a hair. Not enough to really detriment her overall viability, but just a little bit that it will make her tricky to use. Destroy, of course, will fit just about anywhere very easily, so that speaks for itself. Counter Guard and Mirror Guard are also both very solid in a way, but they do require a little bit of planning and foresight on your part in order to gauge which one you can very accurately use.